Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. So today I have some news for you guys and some fresh benchmarks of Intel Core Ultra 200 series, Core Ultra 9 285K and Core Ultra 5 235B have been released by respective benchmarkers and Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang to deliver CES 2025 keynote on 6th of January and possibly new Nvidia GPU announcement. So, first up today is that Intel Core Ultra 9 285K breaks past the 5K points to become the fastest single-threaded CPU at pass mark 11% faster than 4900K. Intel Zero Lake Core Ultra 200 series lineup to debut in the next week, and this pass mark gave us the idea what to expect from the new Intel upcoming chips. Now guys, if you can see the screenshot released by the pass mark on X, we can clearly see the Intel Core Ultra 9 285K indeed score more than 5K, as we can see here if we compare it against the Intel Core i9 14900KS and with the AMD 9950X processor. So without a doubt Intel surpassed this processor in single threaded, but it's not good for the multi-working task because hyper-threading is disabled. But if we talk about the multi-threaded performance of the chip, the CPU scored 46,872 point, which is much lower than the Core i9 4900K and AMD Ryzen 9950X CPU, where 4900K scored 60,305 points plus 28.6% and 9950X scored 66,702 points plus 42.3% or higher points than the Core Ultra 9 285K. And that brings the point that a chip configured with lower power rating can still yield good single core performance, but the multi-core performance gets affected the most, and that might also be the case here. And also Core Ultra 9 285K do not feature hyper-threading like the current gen Intel CPUs and AMD Ryzen CPUs. And if we talk about the chip specs, the Core Ultra 9 285K features 8P core line Cove architecture and 16E core SkyMount core architecture up to 24 core 24 threads, P core base clock to 3.5 and E core base clock to 3.2 GHz, and a max boost of P core up to 5.7 and E core up to 4.6 GHz with up to 36 MB of L3 cache and 40 MB of L2 cache for a total of 76 MB cache pool, and is set at PL1 TDP of 125 watt and MTP of 250 watt. But the software maker also states that this specifically entry might be an engineering sample, so we can expect more of performance in the final variant of the chip. Next up today is Intel Core Ultra 5 235 benchmark released. CPU features 14 core and up to 5 GHz clock speed. Intel Core Ultra 5 235 leads over the Core i5 14600 in single core perf and matches in multi-threaded test. However, Intel has several SKUs in the Arrow Lake lineups, but only a few of them will launch this month. The non-K and non-KF edition are set to launch later and will have several SKUs from the Core Ultra 5 and Core Ultra 7, but today we get to see what the Core Ultra 5 235 has to offer. The processor brings 14 cores and 14 threads in total and 6 performance and 8 efficient cores with a base clock of 3.4 GHz and a boost clock of 5.0 GHz on the peak cores. Moreover, it confirms 24 MB of L3 cache and 3 MB of L2 cache, total of 27 MB cache. The test was done on custom proprietary Lenovo motherboard named 336F. A strange one, because which chipset it comes with is not known, and Core Ultra 5 235 as we all have known is a locked processor, So according to my source and to my guess, it features an 800 chiplets, but I may be wrong. And Intel Core Ultra 5 235 was tested today on Geekbench 6.3.0, and it scored 2634 points in single core and 13,293 points in multi-core test. However, in multi-core test against Intel 14600, that scores 13,413 points. It's obvious that without hyper-threading, it's good for single core and low PL1 TDP, but is hurting Core Ultra 200 series in multi-threaded tasks. So the Core Ultra 5 235 is one of the slowest Core Ultra 5 chip in the Core Aero Lake lineup, with the Core Ultra 5 245 and Core Ultra 5 245K and KF models at the top. But it is what it is. Intel decided to go that way, and without hyper-threading, it looks good for a gaming community. 285K, 245K and 235K, but not for multitask or professional work. Same goes for AMD, as their chips have multi-threaded enabled. It's average for gaming, but beast of a CPU for multitask workloads. So if you want to get the best of both worlds, then perhaps we have to wait further more and see which chip sits in the middle for work and for games as well. But the way it's looking right now, I assume for gamers you can go with Intel, but for multitask workload you can go with AMD without a doubt. 9950X is a great chip in my opinion. Next up today is that Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang to deliver CES 2025 Note key on 6th of January and possibly announce the next gen GPU announcement, and we are guessing that he will announce the 5000 series RTX 50. Let's see what he has to do. But Jensen Huang to present Nvidia next chapter of AI consumer segment at CES. Blackwell GeForce launched. Nvidia CEO returning to the CES stage will be a huge, as Jensen hasn't made an appearance since 2019. In 2021 he unveils the RTX 3060 in 2022 and 3090 Ti was unveiled in 2023. The RTX 4070 Ti was named public, and this year the company unveiled the RTX 40 Super family. It is likely that this year Jensen will come back to the CES stage with a ground announcement of the next gen RTX 50 Blackwell series, which has been rumored to debut at CES 2025. And according to the press release, the Consumer Technology Association, the owner and producer of CES, the world's most powerful tech event, is announcing that Nvidia founder and CEO Jensen Huang will deliver a keynote at CES 2025. And CES 2025 will take place in Las Vegas from January 7th to 10th, 2025. Huang will deliver his keynote on Monday, January 6th at 6:30 p.m. We are thrilled to welcome Jensen Huang as a keynote speaker at CES 2025, said by Gary Shapiro, CEO CTA. Jensen is a true visionary in the tech industry. His insights and innovation improves the world, hence the economy, and will inspire our CES audience. Huang's career and contribution as a founder and CEO of Nvidia demonstrate the power of ideas, technology, and conviction to drive innovation and impact in business and society. Nvidia's accelerated computing and AI performance are installed in several 100 million computers available from all major clouds, server makers, up to power pay of 76% of the top 500 list of the world's fastest supercomputers, and have more than 5 million developers. Well, that's it for today, guys, and I will see you in the next video.